Russian troops, using the entire arsenal of weapons available to them, tried to force the Ukrainian defense forces out of part of the Kursk region, but the Ukrainian armed forces continue to hold their positions.
I spoke to Commander-in-Chief Syrsky, and he reported on all areas of the front line and the Kursk operation. There were attempts by Russia to push us back, but we are holding our positions.
Russian military bloggers claimed that Russian army has allegedly achieved success near several settlements in Kursk region. However, the U.S. Institute for the Study of War said that they could not confirm these claims. Later, the Ukrainian Center for Countering Disinformation said that the Ukrainian armed forces had disrupted the Russian plans. In addition, the enemy suffered significant losses during the assault. The Ukrainian defense forces are carrying out stabilizing actions in the region.
What is happening there now is a constant dynamic change in the situation. It is difficult and complex. There are really heavy battles being fought there with the use of enemy aircraft. Considering the terrain in the Kursk region, which is predominantly forests, with some roads and nodes that the forces are trying to get a grip on, there are mainly infantry battles going on there. The enemy is using a significant amount of equipment which is traveling along known roads and accordingly being knocked out. Andriy Kovalenko, head of the Center for Countering Disinformation under the National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine, on the air of Radio NV. Now, the actions that we are taking can be described as an active mobile defense. This is a complex type of activity because there is no time to build anything. Something is being done in terms of fortifications, mines and everything else that is possible in terms of defense is being done. But it is quite mobile, so we have to move around. It's not just defense. Wherever it is necessary and possible, active counteroffensive actions are carried out on our part.
The Russian army first tried to dislodge the Ukrainians from the Kursk region on the 10th of September, but it achieved only marginal success. The reason, apparently, is that the Ukrainian military made defensive counterattacks and also broke the border in 2 other places. In recent days, the army of the aggressor country has once again stepped up its counterattacks. Moscow realizes that if Ukrainian armed forces are not pushed to the border soon, the Ukrainians will probably control a part of Kursk region for the whole winter.
Poor weather conditions in fall 2024 and early winter 2024 and 2025 will encourage positional fighting in Kursk Oblast and afford Ukrainian forces time to entrench themselves in the main salient and fortify existing positions. Russian forces may perceive a closing window of opportunity to eliminate the Ukrainian incursion into Kursk Oblast with the current level of manpower and material that the Russian military has allocated to the effort. From the report by the Institute for the Study of War,
Russia has transferred about 50,000 troops from other parts of the front to Kursk region and thus weakened its groups in Zaporizhia, Kherson and Donetsk regions, the commander-in-chief of the Ukrainian armed forces Alexander Syrsky has said. According to military analysts, Russia needs 30 to 50,000 personnel to stop the advance of Ukrainian armed forces. But in order to push the Ukrainians out of Kursk region, the Russian command needs to deploy much larger reserves, which the Federation does not have. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Valeria Nekapelova, UATV News.